I am Master Ferdinand from Sri Lanka. Presently, I am at one of my students' residencies at Lanka. He is doing the videoing for me. Today, I would like to speak on the transistor and how it has changed the lives of people, or how it has changed the ways that mankind does things. When one thinks of the transistor, one may say its birth was in the early 1950s, and the three scientists who found it out got the Nobel Prize for it, or they got the physics Nobel Prize for finding out the transistor. One may ask, what is a transistor? My mind goes back to the day when I was studying electronics. The lecturer put it across beautifully. He said two diodes fixed back to back. One may ask, what is a diode? A diode is what may call allows only current to flow in one direction. Most of us have seen LED bulbs, or one says light emitting diodes. This also allows the current to flow only in one direction. For example, in a diode, the positive terminal has to go into the battery positive terminal, and the negative terminal has to go to the negative terminal. We call this forward bias, and this is how a diode works. But a xenodiode works in the opposite direction. That is, the polarities are reversed. That is, the positive side of the xenodiode is put to the negative side of the battery, and the negative side of the xenodiode is put to the positive side. Xenodiodes are used in controlling voltage. Then if we come back to the transistor has three sections in it, known as the emitter, base and collector. The wonder of the transistor is that it has three functions, that is rectification, oscillation and amplification. One may ask, from all these three, amplification has done the trick. The transistor uses direct current to amplify alternating current. This is the trick of the transistor. The transistor is a very small thing. For example, what I am having in my hand is a transistor. It is a very small thing, but it has changed the lives of people. It has three sections, the base, collector and emitter. For example, this transistor is made so small that in a IC unit or integrated circuit unit, there may be hundreds of transistors and diodes fixed into it. This makes the circuit even smaller. This is why we get such small circuits like palm top laptops and things like that. It has become so small, and every Dick, Tom and Harry today carries a cell phone, all because of this tiny transistor. It has changed the lives of people. When one thinks of the three sections that a transistor has to do, amplification, rectification and oscillation, one must think of the sensitivity or selectivity that is very important in radios or TVs. Because in the selectivity only, one is able to catch different sections. And the application is mostly done in the integrated circuit, or what you call in the IF circuit, which is called the intermediate frequency circuit. Here most of the amplification takes place. The radio signals coming to the antenna and the electromagnetic waves are converted into electrical waves. And these electrical waves go to the radio frequency unit, where it is amplified, and then to the mixer oscillator circuit, where it is brought down to a lower frequency. And this frequency is known as the intermediate frequency. And this frequency goes to the detector circuit. And most detector circuits use a small diode like this. And in this circuit, this small diode brings down the frequencies between 20 to 20,000, which are audible, or which can be heard by the human ear, or which the human brain can detect. Then one must think of the various ways of transmission. For example, FM and AM. But even in FM, which is known as frequency modulation, it has to be brought down to amplitude modulation at the detector. Otherwise, the human brain cannot detect the signals or cannot detect the music. So one has to keep to nature, because the human brain is programmed to AM and not to FM. So one can see a small tiny invention like the transistor and the diode has changed the lives of mankind. And it is a silent revolution that has broken the barriers. Why once Karl Marx said the Great Wall of China was not broken by ammunition, but by free trade. And one may say the transistor also has helped to break the Great Wall of China and allow people to frequently communicate with each other, though they have different ideologies. With these thoughts, I will close.